The Fleet DJs.
Welcome to KHUR Radio Podcast, home of the Fleet DJs, where real recognize real. I'm your host, Heavy Hustles, and I'm joined as always by my co-host, Mr. Dino For Real. What's good, brother?
How you doing tonight, man? It's good over here, bro. What's popping with you?
Oh, man, everything's good here. We got a young lady we're going to be talking to tonight that's right from your part of the woods, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can't wait because I want to know. We're gonna talk about some food too. The type of food you eating is gonna tell you what you choose. It's gonna tell a lot about you. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? So I want to talk to her. We're gonna see what it do.
All right then. Well, it's a little different tonight, so let's get into it, bro.
For sure. As usual, this episode is sponsored by T-Mobile, the Uncarrier, the leader in nationwide 5G. Beck and Master North out of Houston, Texas, where they treat every customer like family. Mysterious Entertainment Music Group, the major indie label, and the next MC to blow, ENT, where dreams become a reality. Hey, stay tuned. We got something live for y'all tonight. Let's get it.
It's KHUR, The Vault, the cure for urban music.
My station.
Hit it. All right, our guest tonight, she's a country singer from New Orleans. Did I say that right, bro?
Hey!
New Orleans, Louisiana. All right? And she prides herself in being very authentic, all right? This gifted vocalist is here to promote her single, P.Y.T. Please help me welcome to the show, Miss Dani Wright. Welcome to the show, lady.
Thank you.
Yes.
Welcome. Been looking forward to this all week.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, so before we really start getting into everything, well, I want to ask you one question first. What part of New Orleans you from?
I'm from the 9th Ward.
Oh Lord, what street? What street?
Well, it depends. I'm from the East though. The East off Bullard.
Okay.
As we say.
Alrighty, man. Well, listen, Miss Dani Wright, what do you prefer to be called? I don't want to be, too politically correct here, but I mean, Dani, is that fine with you?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, that's perfect. All right, Dani. Well, listen, this is different because we, being Fleet DJs, we deal with a lot of hip hop, of course, R&B, country music. As a black female, I'm not gonna say it's not brand new, but it's not common. We don't see it every day. I applaud you for taking a stand and getting out here and doing something different, and not only doing it, attempting to do it, you're doing it very well. I mean, I'm very surprised. Your music sounds real good, and I just want to throw that in there before we get started, man. Hey, I'm rooting for you, all right? I'm Team Dani.
Yes.
So just know that. With that being said, who is Dani Wright? I mean, who is that?
I mean, it's so many. Again, I'm from New Orleans, so I feel like I'm a mix of, I'm a gumbo myself. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a singer. I'm a writer. There's a lot. I cook. I love, I don't know. I'm just me. I'm a girl from New Orleans that loves music and loves people and loves serving. That's just
all right. In a nutshell.
Yeah, straight, simple, to the point. Hey.
Right. I know you've been doing music for a long time, since you was a young girl and stuff. You never got burnt out? You never thought of another passion? Like, I mean, you're very attractive, so modeling, any of that ever came into play? Music was always it?
For me, music was number one, always. I think always will be. I mean, I'm a creative, so there's a million things on my brain and a million things I would love to do, but music was always the first and probably the last thing I'm gonna for things like during quarantine, I learned I can build. I built chairs and I built all kind of, I think that's the southern thing, whatever. Anyway, but I'm open to do a lot of the things, but music is still something I love. You wake up and you sing. You wake up and you hear music. That's my soul. So.
Well, look, I know you were in a group before. What was your driving force behind you deciding to go solo?
Honestly, being in a group, it's like I have to do this for two other people. I have to make all the decisions. I have to, there'd be times we would argue and then we have to go perform, and all that. And even decision making, like one of the biggest decisions, we had a label following us for a full year. And it came down to us going to Atlantic Records, and one of the guys was nowhere to be found. So it's like
right.
it was all of those things. And as far as the chemistry of the group and musically and sonically, we were great, but there's just the behind the scenes that, you know, if you're not going to go full 100, I don't want to be in something with you. So.
Right. What type of music were y'all playing? I mean, I know you sing country personally, you know, as a soloist, but with the group, what kind of music were you guys singing?
For me, we did, it was like a new age Gladys Knight and the Pips. So it was soulful. It was like a pop soul thing. Yeah. So we dressed 60s and did the whole thing. But it was fun. It was, the music was incredible. So I loved it.
I'm going to tell you a quick story. So today I went to get my oil changed and I was listening to P.Y.T. So the guy who was changing my oil, he kept looking around the hood of my car. And I'm like, is everything okay? He was like, what's that you playing? I say, it's a country singer. You know what I'm saying? He's like, that don't sound like regular country. And I was like, no, it's not. So he stopped. I had to pull the video up and he's watching the video on my phone and the whole 9 yards. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely commend you for doing what you're doing, because you took it. You didn't just take it and just do like regular country, like a Garth Brooks traditional type country. You put your own spin to it. Now, with that being said, my question is, how did you end up in Tisha Campbell's X-Men Lounge in LA when you from New Orleans in the Ninth Ward?
Oh, Zen, but it's Zen Lounge. But the day after I graduated high school, I moved to LA just because I knew there was something bigger for me. And then once being here, I heard that Tisha had opened up a lounge. Now, I'm a huge fan of hers, and I'm just going to go see her just because this is my one time to probably, see her in person.
Right.
So, there, and she's performing, and I'm like, oh shit, like that's, with everybody say that's Gina. And and I actually access to come on stage and sing. So we did a song, and then after that, she comes over to the table and she's like, you guys are really special, and we all kind of just formed a little friendship there. And she's known me since I was in the group, and that whole entire time she was like, you need to be by yourself, like you're special. That. And then so the moment I decided to split ways with the group, I went to her and I was like, so since I was a kid, I've always wanted to do country music. What do you think of me doing country music? And she just started jumping for joy, like, oh my God, that's what you need to be doing, and blah, blah, blah. Like, I'm going to help you do whatever you need me to do. And from on, she's just been right here.
Talking about being in the right place at the right time, huh?
Yeah, that's crazy.
There's a silver lining in what she just said. And that silver lining is, that is what happens when preparation meets opportunity.
She was
because
prepared.
if you were not prepared with everything that you needed to have your ducks in a row, you went there and you saw her. She gave you the opportunity. If you weren't prepared, you'd have got up there, forgot your lyrics, or not even get up there at all. You know what I'm saying?
Been like, oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You have to be prepared. You got to be ready. And even just, her managing me, I'm learning so much every day just from, she's iconic in a game. She grew up staying in line for catcalls and shit. We don't have to do that anymore, but everything she does it, she goes 100, even, listening to her on phone calls and stuff. I'm learning every single day. There's not a day I don't intake something from her. So I'm very grateful for that.
Right.
I know you write. You do a lot. Do you play instruments by chance? Do you play?
I play guitar.
Okay.
I produce. I engineer all my own music. I do everything.
Dano, you hear that?
I hear that.
I moving to LA, and you have to beg people to send music, and you have to beg people to get studio time and all that. So an engineer, so I wanted to learn everything, so I wouldn't have to ask anybody to do anything anymore.
And the reason he said that, if I heard that, is because I'm an audio engineer by trade. That's what I went to school for. So what you're talking about, I have experienced personally with like you say, you trying to get in the studio time. Now this studio, they can't open, this person gone, and you trying to get something done, and he can't get you in until next Tuesday. Did you get in there and they got to go because they had an emergency? I mean, all kinds of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I feel you.
All of that. And then I don't, I like to record a certain way, and people stopping you in the middle. It's just it's a whole thing. Right. I just want to thing and, just be great in my own right.
Right. That leads me to my next question too. You said we talking about the studio. What are some of the pet peeves that you cling to when you're in the studio, when you're working in your workflow?
It depends. If I'm by myself, it's nothing. But if it's people, like, everybody write differently. Some people, like, a pet peeve of mine would be when I write, I like to have the music on so I can, loop it or something. And then if someone like, no, turn that off. I can't concentrate. I can't do something. So that's one thing I hate. Or if I'm recording and I'm singing and someone stops me in the middle of it and like, oh no, do that again. But I'm like, well, just let me do the whole take.
Right.
Right. Like, it's little things like that.
Yes.
Right.
And again, I feel you on that too. Because when people come to my studio to record, that's one thing. I try to make sure that they're comfortable, where they get in their groove, they do their thing. If I hear something, I'll just take a note. You know what I'm saying? I'll take a quick note. And then when they finish their take, we'll sit down and talk about it whenever they take their break or something like that. Then, if they got to go back and redo it or whatever the case may be. But we're finna take a quick detour real quick. So, all right. What I want to know is this. What kind of New Orleans girl are you? Are you a shrimp po' boy? Are you a hot sausage po' boy? Or are you a catfish po' boy lady? What kind of country girl are you?
Okay, so my favorite po' boy, but I don't eat it anymore, was roast beef.
Okay.
But now it's shrimp, because I eat seafood. I don't eat beef or pork. But I used to hot sausages and roast beef used to be my favorite.
As a Black woman, singing, writing, producing, singing, performing country, do you feel that you have any pressure on you to either be successful, or you like, well, nah, I really can't go this route because, maybe too many people's eyes is looking at me to fail, or whatever the case may be? Do you feel any sort of pressure with creating the music that you do?
No, it's so weird. I growing up, I didn't think I could do country music, so I never did it because I didn't see anyone that looked like me. But no, I don't feel pressure at all. I mean, at this point in my life, I'm doing what I want and what I love for me. I don't really care. I mean, people may think I'll fail. People may think whatever, but that's the balance of life. But I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for the little girl I was that didn't have a girl to look up to. Those people I want to be able to open doors, because there are Black people in country that don't open the door for the other country people, other Black people.
Yeah.
So it's a whole game. It's a whole thing. I'm doing this for me. This is what I love. And I hope to help other Black little girls or little boys coming up that want to do the same thing. That's love. I would love to be that person for them.
Right.
Okay.
That's a good way to look at it. No pressure.
Yes.
Yeah, small thing to a giant.
Yeah.
Well, you're here to promote P.Y.T. So can you tell us the concept of that and how they came to be about?
Yeah, so P.Y.T, we were just in the studio. Again, y'all say I'm from New Orleans, and I'm a mix of so many different things. So just like in the song, I like the baby and I like Shania Twain at the same time.
That line tripped me out. I ain't gonna lie.
Someone made a hat for me and put that on my hat. It's so dope. But I wanted to do a song that my community would love, and also the other community. You know what I mean? It's like bridging because our community is like, country music, I don't, but this is making them like it. And it's still me. I'm still me doing what I love in both ways. I'm showing you I like country, and I'm showing you I like the baby and all this other shit. So I wanted a song that represented that. And I think we accomplished that.
I'm going to use a comparison, and you tell me if you feel that is accurate. to me, it's kind of like how Serena and Venus bridged the gap in tennis.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it kind of seems like.
Yeah.
Because they did it, but they did it initially. I mean, they came out the gate successful. You at the same token, you're coming out the gate. It's not like you tried a couple of songs and then it didn't work. Then you had to rebrand and revamp and then come back with another. You came straight out the gate. You know what I'm saying? With a home run.
The thing is, for us, it's a home run. It's still, you know, that curve we're trying to get over to the other side. But I love it, and I'm going to keep pushing it. I'm going to keep pushing everything I do. So I love it. As long as I like it and one other person likes it, my job is done. That's how I feel. Yeah.
There you go. That's how you keep that pressure off you right there. Just have,
No
you know
pressure.
what I'm saying? Yeah, no pressure to you. Wow. Well, I'm digging your hat, man. I was telling Dino before we got on, I was going to throw this at you, and I'm probably sure, you know, I'm not the smartest person in the world. I'm no rocket scientist, but I'm pretty sure you've thought about having your own hat collection, the Dani Wright collection.
I have thought about it.
Yes, and I think it's gonna take off like a mug, like a mug.
Hey,
Just
a
have some
hat line, a boot line, the Dani Wright collection, the boot line, all that. Yeah,
all of that.
You're gonna have people out there in New Orleans twerking in chaps, man. What's you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got the new Dani Wright.
Coming. I'm trying to do a listen. It's all coming. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm bringing my culture into, because we're country too. We're that.
Oh yeah.
So I'm bringing that to everybody. I'm showing them our country.
I have a serious question and then a not so serious question. So my serious question, I'm gonna start with that one first. Okay, it's no secret right now. You are an icon. You are an inspiration to many people that have been turned on to you. Okay, since you've been in the game. What would be your message, your number one message, if you had an elevator pitch to give to some little boy, some little girl, especially another little girl that don't have much, the family don't have much, but she has looking at you as an icon?
You know, find the tools, whatever you have access to, use them. Don't stop, keep going, even if someone tells you no. Just keep pushing until you get where you want to get. Any door that closes, there's another one that's going to open, and do it for the love, for your love for it. You know what I mean? Just don't stop. Be you and don't stop.
Very powerful. Very powerful. So here's my not so serious question. Okay. Is Tisha Campbell, is she like she is on TV? I know she's an actress. Okay. That's no doubt. But a lot of actors and actresses, when you see them on TV, some of their personality is in that. Is she a clown like that really in real life?
There's two things about her. I'm sure everybody sees it. Yeah, she's a clown. She's crazy. She's loud. One of the best things about her is she's the nicest person you'll ever meet. Yeah, she's nice. But she's a clown. She's just like her. What character? I would say she's just like Gina. She's crazy.
Right.
Yeah, she's all that. She's
okay. Now, do you get silly with her? Are you be silly? Are you a clown too?
We're all clowns. What do you mean? Oh, we are. We can't help it. I'm Southern. I'm crazy. I'm an Aquarius. I'm all that. But we're funny.
Bet.
We're fun to be around. If you have a party, I'm the one to keep the party going.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, we gonna see. We got the conference coming up July 9th through the 12th in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
So definitely looking forward to seeing you out there.
It'll be fun.
Yeah. And hopefully this is not the last time that we will get the honor and privilege of sitting down and talking to you.
Well, I'm glad you have it now, and I'm glad you was listening to it and turned this other man on to my music. Whoever the
shout out to the mechanic, huh? Wow. We got to get her out in Texas to perform, you know what I'm saying? Do a show.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we're actually putting together something closer for the end of the summer, maybe into the fall. It's going to be a KHUR radio event. It's probably either going to be in Dallas or Houston.
Put me on it.
And yeah, we would love for you to grace us with your presence when that time comes. Right now, are you at a place in your career where you work with other independent artists, independent producers, or is that something that you and your management are deciding that, hey, no, we want to kind of stay more working with the mainstream professionals? How does that work, that process with you right now?
If you got good music, a song, or just tracks, like, I'm open to any and everybody. Great song is a great song. It doesn't matter who. It's dope, it's dope. And I want it if it's
So if somebody want to get a hold of you, they want to follow you, they want to, comment on you, like your music, listen to it, how would an individual connect with Dani Wright?
Follow me. I mean, Instagram, it's IAMDANIWRIGHT. Twitter, everything is just Dani Wright. You could just hit me up on any one of those platforms. I respond back. DM me, I talk, you talk.
That's why I'm a real person.
Yeah.
Down to earth.
On some weird shit. Like,
Okay. Well, hey, it has been a pleasure and an honor to be able to sit down with you today. Again, hopefully, this is not the last time. And you always have a spot on KHUR Radio, okay? Always. So you have something coming out in the future. You want to get it out there. You want to get a little media behind you and some radio play. And yes, by the way, we do have our statutory license. So you will get your royalties off of our station. Okay.
Thank you, guys. This was fun. Thank you for having me. And thank you for playing my music and liking my music. And I'm going to have a lot of more stuff coming out. So you guys will be one of the first people.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Miss Wright. Appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.
I'm waiting for that Dani Wright collection, man. I need me a hat. You see this? I ain't got no hat on my head. You know what I'm saying? I need me a hat.
We working.
All right.
That's what's up.
We'll talk to you in a little bit, okay?
Gotcha. Thank you.
All right. Hey, that was fun, man, being able to talk to Miss Dani.
Yes, sir. Another great interview, man. Like I say, I'm Team Dani. I'm pulling for her, man. I mean, because I know what it's like coming out of that Ninth Ward, you know what I'm saying? Rough beginnings, humble beginnings, but, she stayed true to what she wanted to do. And like you said, preparation and being prepared, and she was in the right spot, right time, and everything's just working out, perfect for her. So, cool.
And humble beginnings is an understatement, dog.
Yeah.
If you ain't been to the Ninth Ward, hey, humble beginnings is an understatement. So it's good to see a young black female being very successful at what she wants to do, and not being dictated by her surroundings or her environment.
Right.
Too many people, especially where we're from, they use that excuse that they are a product of their environment, and they don't ever take the necessary steps or have the will to take the steps to be successful. She did that and went above and beyond. So again, I'm with you, bro. I'm Team Dani.
Well, let's wrap it up, and we're gonna go to the green room.
Yes, sir.
We talk for real.
Hey, make sure you follow KHUR Radio on all social platforms at KHUR Radio. Please visit us on our website at www.khurradio.com. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Download our mobile app off the Google Play Store. Until next time, holla at your boy.
It's KHUR, The Vault, the cure for urban music.